today we are getting a really special sneak peek at the 2024 Home Depot Halloween animatronics for the 2024 season. We were invited to attend like this special Zoom meeting where they're going to show all the animatronics. We got a few pictures of them already, which was awesome. But now look guys, let me show you what we're in a waiting room right now. And they're gonna be live in a few minutes. In 3 minutes, they're going live, right, Carla?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Right, Junior? Oh. And then we're gonna get to see all of the animatronics for the season, which we're so excited. This is so awesome, guys.
Welcome back to Spoo 365. We're traveling all year long. Super excited because we're going to be looking at the Home Depot 2024 animatronic lineup.
Right, guys, we got a special sneak peek. We were invited for like a virtual showcase by Home Depot, so we just wrapped that up and we're so excited, guys. They have so many awesome animatronics coming out for the season. What was your favorite one?
I think it's like the 3 stacked clowns.
Ooh, that was a good one.
And like the scarecrow that's pointing. I don't know its name, but I like that one.
The scarecrow. Okay, what was yours, Junior?
I do the scarecrow and the marionette witch.
Okay, those were definitely awesome. I definitely like the trio
and the
stacked clowns.
Wait,
the hovering reaper,
because
that's the one I like. That's definitely an add to cart. That one was really cool. It's the remake of the hovering witch, and I also liked the 3 stacked clowns because they have something really awesome and unique about them that I haven't ever seen with another animatronic. But so we're gonna go through because yes. So we're gonna go through. We weren't allowed to record the demos and the live that we were part of, but they were able to give us the lookbook. So we have it all here and we're gonna play it all up on our screen over here. So as we look at it and go through it, you guys will be able to see the sneak peeks. And this video is gonna go up tomorrow. So when you see this video, it's going to be Wednesday. And the following day, Thursday, is going to be when they are live on Home Depot's website. So they all come out Thursday. So when you're watching this, it will be coming out tomorrow. So for us, it's coming out in 2 days, but for you guys, it will be coming out tomorrow, which is gonna be awesome. And now we're gonna give you the sneak peek. So let's start off with this clown right here. We're gonna put it up. Some of them we only have images for, and some we actually have videos for as well. So this is the 7.5-foot animated Carnival Carl, which is kind of like Carlo. It's just missing the O at the end. What do we think about him? He is 7.5 feet tall. What do you guys think just by looking at him? Because I don't believe we have him. So I think he is going to be pretty cool. I like his little hammer that he has. His outfit's really cool.
It looks like a human a little bit.
He's really good.
Step right up.
Yes, you! What are you waiting for? The circus is in town, and the enormous 8.5-foot animated Carnival Carl invites you to try your luck. With his huge hammer in hand, this startling sideshow appears more trick than treat. But he's just clowning around. Or is he? Trigger his motion sensor and you'll find out as he swings his hammer up and down, his painted jaw opening to speak.
You look strong. Why don't you come take a shot? If you lose, I'll just put you in place of the bell.
Powerful polka dots line his suit, while oversized hands and shoes fill out this killer clown. Red and white face paint cover his evil eyes and mouth. His head is finished by bold strands of red hair and a huge hat. See? It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Which one of you will become my next foe?
Ha! The 8.5-foot animated Carnival Carl. Only at the Home Depot.
Okay, then we're gonna move on to, this is the 7-foot color changing LED willow tree. So we'll put it up here.
It's like not that cool because it's just a tray that I like.
Yeah, it's nothing scary or anything like that, but it's cool. It's an LED color changing tree, so it probably has a bunch of different colors on it, which is awesome.
Aww.
Now let's move on to 0.
3-foot animated 0.
This is the 3-foot animated 0
From Nightmare Before Christmas.
from Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's gonna go with the Jack.
Right, so this is the 3-foot animated 0. We like how he's on a pole. It looks like he's almost like floating, which is pretty cool. And he's only $99. That's a pretty good price. Next, this is the mini. So last year they did a miniature of the 12-foot skelly, and this year they're doing the miniature of the Inferno Pumpkin, which is pretty cool. And he retails for $39.99.
But in a picture he looks tall, but in real life he's gonna be like a little bit smaller.
Yes, he's 3 feet.
Like this tall.
And I wonder if he lights up. He probably does light up because it looks like he lights up.
Because he has light up.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to the Graven Bones section, which was really cool. We're gonna start out with the 12-foot skelly, the Home Depot staple for Halloween. But this little skelly, well, I don't know why I'm saying little because he's huge. This big skelly is getting 2 upgrades this year. So Carlo, what's the first upgrade? What did they change about this year's skelly?
So he has new light up eyes.
Right, his eyes light up differently.
I think it's 8.
I think you're right. There might be 8 settings, I think. 6 or 8, I can't remember. And it comes with a remote, so you could turn it on and off with the remote and change the eyes settings with the remote. Yeah, what's some eyes that? So they know that some people put them up year round. So they wanted to incorporate the eyes to match different holidays. So what were some of the eyes?
We had the regular one. We have a dragon one.
Dragon eyes.
A hearts for Valentine's.
Heart eyes for Valentine's Day. Keep going. Fireworks for the 4th of July.
And
Do you remember anymore?
What are these dizzy eyes?
It has dizzy eyes.
like peekaboo clown.
Right, and they have fiery eyes. There's I think 6 or 8 different eyes. And then the second biggest change, which was so awesome, Junior, what was that change?
Now he's servo and he has a different head sculpt.
Right, so it's a servo head, guys. His head moves and it looks so awesome. I don't know if you could just add the new servo head, but you can add the eyes. So they're gonna sell an eye kit for those who wanna switch out their eyes for the new eyes. Can I switch out my eyes?
No.
Oh, our eyes. So
your eyes.
our animatronic, our Skelly is not this new eyes, obviously. So we might switch out our eyes. Yeah, so you could buy the eye kit, and they said it's really simple to just switch them out. All you need is a screwdriver, but it's gonna be pretty cool that this one's servo. So we might have to get the new servo head. Oh my gosh. But okay, let's move on from Skelly, the 12-foot Skelly, and he retails for $2.99. And now we're gonna move on to Skelly's man's best friend, his little friend, which is his dog, and he stands at 7 feet tall. Yes, Skelly dog. And there were 2 really cool things about the skeleton dog. Does anybody remember those?
Yes. So his tail can go downwards or upwards.
Right, so you could customize it, the skeleton dog, to either go up or down, whichever you prefer. And then, do you remember anything about him?
Yes, his mouth moves.
Yes, his mouth, you could either have it opened or shut. And then, do you remember anything about his eyes?
Oh yeah, he has the same eyes as the skeleton.
Yeah, so his eyes also can change just to match the big 12-foot skeleton. So he has the same thing, the hard eyes, the fiery eyes, the dragon eyes, which is pretty awesome. And he retails for $1.99. And in this lookbook, it gives us a video of the dog and of Skelly. So let's first look at, which one is a Skelly dog?
Skelly dog.
Home Depot.
Hell hath no fury like its favorite hound, the 7-foot Skelly's dog. Measuring 7 feet in length, this petrifying pooch is starving right down to the bone. In fact, it's nothing but bones. From the teeth of its posable jaw to the tip of its positionable tail. Go to greet this massive mutt, and its realistic life eyes start to blink, changing color and shape, swirling, spinning, burning, bulging, and exploding inside its sizable skull. Always man's best friend, Dog is the dedicated companion to Skelly, our skyscraping signature scare. The two make a perfect pair, indoors and out, but think twice before you invite them in for a cider and snack. These gargantuan guests won't throw you any bones. They'll take yours. The 7-foot Skelly's dog. Only at the Home Depot.
Very cool. So that shows how you could pose his tail. It shows how his eyes light up, how his jaw opens and shut. That was cool how they had the skeleton's arm in there. And now let's take a quick look at Skelly. Here we go.
The man, the myth, the legend. The original 12-foot Skelly is back for more Halloween mayhem. Rising higher than a single-story house, this staggering stiff is what nightmares are made of. Its bony body, larger than life itself, is covered in realistic sculptural detail. From its horrifying head down to its 10 wiggly toes. Should he spot you, watch as its realistic eyes scan and blink, changing color, shape, and pattern. Use the included remote to choose from various effects and select your scare. One thing is for certain. This towering terror can't take its eyes off of you. For maximum mayhem, pair Skelly with its beloved best friend, the 7-foot Skelly's dog. But don't be surprised when your front yard becomes a graveyard. The original 12-foot Skelly. Only at the Home Depot.
Very cool. So that is the dog and the
Skelly.
The Skelly, which is pretty awesome. So we really like it. We might have to upgrade our eyes, which is definitely a must. Okay, also sticking with the skeleton theme, we'll put this up there as well, is that he's going to have some awesome outfits this year. So some accessories, some outfits, a wig, which is pretty cool.
It looks like Wednesday a little bit.
It does look a little like Wednesday. And Jack is back, guys.
Jack is returning.
Jack is $3.99, and he is the 13-foot Jack, which would go awesome with the 0. So he is returning. And then we have, moving on, we have the 12-foot giant size Inferno. Inferno Deadwood Skeleton.
It's the same one, but his he has black for his sticks arm, and he has 5 coming out.
Come further, only if you dare. For when trees have swallowed the sun, your eyes can hardly believe what horrors they see. Standing many times the size of your average trick-or-treater, the massive 12.5-foot Inferno Deadwood Skeleton has torn itself from its roots. And it's ready to tear into you. Rich with realistic sculptural detail, its knotty, posable arms twist and twine outward, reaching for something more than candy. Its jagged mouth and hollow chest ooze with bright, color-changing LED light. Draw its attention, and 2 blinking, motion-activated eyes fix directly on you. He's rooted to the ground by a wide, sturdy base, ensuring he's dead and alive all season long. But do not expect an olive branch. This terrifying timber will snap you like a twig. The 12.5-foot Inferno Deadwood Skeleton. Only at the Home Depot.
All right, next up is the 9-foot giant side LED murderous maple tree. So this thing is pretty
cool.
scary looking, and he retails for $249.99.
Do you have a video?
We do not. We do not have a video of him, but we did see him during the live today, and he was pretty cool. The way he lights up, he has a few different lights, right?
I think like 6.
I think maybe 5 or 6 different light colors. There's like a green, there was blue. This in this picture, there's red.
Pink, I think.
Very cool. Now let's move on to, and he retails for $249.99 if I didn't say that already. Now we're gonna move on to the 7-foot animated LED Captain Cuts. This one, I think was the most impressive as far as the facial expressions. They put so much detailing into this animatronic. We do not have a pirate theme in our haunt. We don't have, like, this does not fit into our theme anywhere. All right, so moving on, now we're going to look at the 12-foot giant size animated levitating Reaper. Put him up here. He is so awesome. Do we have a video? Please have a video. Levitating, hovering. Oh, it's called the Hovering Reaper over here, but on the lookbook it's called the Levitating Reaper. Okay, so we do have a video, which is really awesome. He stands at 12 foot. He's a remake of the Hovering Witch from last year, but this is just one of the most awesome remakes. You know how like sometimes you really like an animatronic and then they reskin it or remake it and you're like, oh, the original was better? They upped the ante this time. This one, this remake of this Hovering Witch is so cool.
Hovering what?
Yeah, the Hovering Witch, the one that they made last year, is just so awesome. It's pretty much the same concept, but just with the Reaper. And I think he's awesome. So let's check out this video. Where is it, the Hovering?
Mortals, bear witness. This Halloween, he will reap what he sows. Hovering high above the ground, the 12-foot animated levitating Reaper surveys his earthly hunting ground, seeking fresh souls and bringing death from above. You are merely ants in my game of death and destruction. Enormous hands clutch an even bigger scythe and staff, while tattered black robes conceal this grim ghoul. Against the dark of night, this floating phantom emanates an array of colors. Let them cycle with time, or select your scare with the hue most horrifying. Catch his ageless, lifeless eye, and the 12-foot animated Hovering Reaper will tell you your fate. His head and jaw coming to life with realistic motion as he speaks. You may attempt to flee, but the darkness shall swallow you whole. This fright night, it's not the chill autumn air that cuts deepest. The 12-foot animated levitating Reaper, only at the Home Depot.
Come off. Yeah. So how many colors did it say? 6? 5 or 6 color changing, which is really cool. The skin to me almost looks like cracked like lava or something on his skin with like the lights that's coming through.
And like cracks on the forehead.
And I like how the head moves. I don't remember the witch lighting up like that or moving the head like that. But
no, the only thing is their like mouth was open and shut.
Yeah, so that's a pretty cool upgrade. I really like him. I think we're gonna definitely grab him this year, and his price is $299, which is a really good price if you think about what you're getting for the price. It's a 12-foot animatronic. It lights up in all these different colors. It has awesome movement. It's a pretty cool price. So now let's move on to
Frankenstein.
The 7-foot Frankenstein, which we have. He's right here.
This is the only one we have.
And this is the one we have so far. And we do have his video. And we have an unboxing video up for him as well on our channel. So if you want to go back.
That's a surprise.
and watch that. That would be really
Awesome.
great if you want to see, and we can take it out and unbox it the whole time. So now let's get his video. Let's show you his demo video.
A living being! I've created life!
It's alive! But will you be so lucky? Better keep your distance from the 7-foot animated Frankenstein's monster. This not-so-gentle giant has broken out of the doctor's lab, and he's hell-bent on terrorizing the town one stiff step at a time.
Look out! Tie him up, quickly!
Under the glow of the moon, his frightening face radiates with blue LED light. Catch his blinking, motion-activated eyes, and the chase is on! His arms moving up and down, reaching for the nearest bone to break. From big bolts to even bigger boots, this living legend looms larger than life in a navy blue suit. It's a sight to behold, one that puts the mad back into mad science. And if he gets a grip on you, it may just be your last. The 7-foot animated Frankenstein's monster. Only at the Home Depot.
Cool, and we really like ours. The facial expressions, the eye movement, and just like the way his skin and his face moves is really cool. Yeah, he has some really awesome gashes. And when we were in the virtual the virtual meeting today, seeing it, I guess the person that buys the animatronics, like the head of the animatronics, he was saying that they worked on this with Universal, this animatronic, for months trying to get it right. So it's very movie accurate, like where the stitches are, the way the hairline is, everything is very accurate, which is pretty cool. And we really like the bolts that are coming out of his neck, and that they light up the blue is really cool.
Like letting out.
Yes, very cool. And he retails for $279.99. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the 8-foot giant skull stacks. We'll put them up here.
That's from last year, I feel.
Did they have these last year? Did the face change a little bit though? Why do I feel like the faces on the skulls might have changed slightly? And that retails for $199.99, which is really cool.
The same price, same thing.
And then we're gonna move on to, we'll put it up here, the 7.5-foot skull and bones archway, which is really awesome. They did have this last year. And it's $199.99. Also returning for the 2024 season is last year's 6.5-foot animated LED grave digger.
That's from last year.
He is from last year. I don't believe we have a video on him. He's from last year. If I remember correctly from when we saw the video just now during the live that we were part of, the motion is his foot moves back and forth, right? On the shovel.
I think his mouth moves and the bird squawks.
Yes, and he retails for $199. Okay, let's see who is next.
I see one more favorite.
Dean is returning. Dean will be back. He's 6-foot animated Dean, which is pretty cool, and he retails for $149.99. And now they gave him a second counterpart, which goes in the collection, and that's going to be the 6-foot animated LED Jack of Spades, which is cool. And now another thing that I want to just point out that we learned today during the live is that if you want to build on your sets, so if you say you got Dean last year and you really like the theme of Dean, that the Graven Bone set is a buildable set. So anything that is Graven Bone themed or under the Graven Bone umbrella, which are all these animatronics that we're talking about, they try to each year incorporate a new character for that theme. So first it was Dean, then the next year they came out with, what was her name? The Maid Marie, and now this year they're adding the animated Jack of Spades. Yes, Jack of Spades, which they're saying is like their version of like a gangster skeleton, which is pretty cool. And so if you want to build on your themes, definitely check out the Graven Bones. What is that?
It's that villain.
Carla was doing karate in the middle of our video. And another great example of that is last year they had the 5.5 animated Sitter of Souls. We'll put her up here. She retails for $99.99. She's coming back this year for another season. And now, speaking of building on the theme, now they gave her another counterpart, a character that could go with her, and that is going to be this guy, this 6.5 foot animated Soul Slasher.
I want the Soul Slasher.
And
he's so good.
And he's also $99.99. So they go together. So it's the Sitter of Souls and Soul Slasher. They go great together. They're kind of in the same concept, and they both retail for $99.99. Still in the Graven Bones theme, we're gonna put up the 6-foot animated marionette witch. She retails for a really good price also, $99.99. And she is a puppet, which is really cool. She's what they call.
That's good because witches, if you like blow a witch on the street, that means you can't get you to put a spell on you.
Right? Good thing she will be on her marionette strings, which is a cool concept. And she is also at a really good $99 price. Are collecting witches this year, guys.
And that could be great.
So that might go great in our theme.
Words have turned my bones into sticks. That's what I get for testing spells on myself. A sad tale, to be sure. The 6-foot animated marionette witch once had the world on a string. Now she plays puppet to an age-old curse. Stuck hanging from her sturdy wooden support structure, this woeful witch is desperate to cut loose. Trigger her motion sensor and she springs to life, begging and pleading, writhing on her fixed frame, as her pallid face and eyes fill with LED light.
Say, you look like you know some magic. Want to help a little old lady like me out?
Wavy silver strands frame her weathered face, while a tattered red sweater over battered black dress pair perfectly with her sinister striped socks and classic big buckled clogs. But be warned, this wicked witch has a few tricks up her strings.
Just say this little old incantation and we'll be switching bodies in no time.
The 6-foot animated marionette witch. Only at the Home Depot.
And the next one that we're going to pull up is the 7-foot animated spellcasting witch for $99. We did not see her. I don't believe we saw her today during the virtual.
Yeah.
But she looks pretty cool, and for $99, I'd really like to see what she has to offer. Next is this $99 giant LED oozing cauldron.
They made one last year, and now they're going to make one this year.
This one is pretty cool, and it lights up. It's $99 as well, and we did see this during the Q&A part of today's live that we were part of, and it was pretty big. It was a pretty decent size because they had it on set in between the two people that were talking, the host and Lance, the maker of the animatronics, and they had it in between them, and it looks like a pretty decent size.
Yeah. Gargoyle.
Next, we'll talk about, we'll put it up here, the 5-foot LED gargoyle, who also retails for $99.99. He's pretty cool. Moving on, we will show you guys some of the posable, we'll just put them all up so you can see them all. These are just some of the posable skeletons, and the bat skeleton is back, guys. He's back. He was a big hit last year.
I really want that one.
He went out quick.
He was hard to get. Remember, he was hard to get last
We
year.
went to one store and they had like 3 of them and we bought 2.
Yeah, so we have 2 of these bats, which is pretty cool. And these are all of the statues for the cemetery, which are pretty cool. We'll put those up as well. The statues are retailing between $34 and $39. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the Fear Through the Years category. This is a new category for this year, which is pretty awesome. And I think we have some videos of these guys. But let's first start off with the 8.5-foot giant size animated. This is the Night of...
Headless Horseman.
He looks like... He does look like the Headless Horseman. But it is...
Because he's headless, he has a horseman.
No, this is the LED Night of Doulahan.
Yeah.
So which is cool. So it's a skeleton. We do have the video of him.
Yes.
And his head comes off, his eyes light up, his chest lights up. Let's get the video because he's really
And no
cool.
horse moves.
Come closer, weary traveler.
Lost are we? Saddle up with Ireland's own nogginless nightmare. The 8.5-foot Knight Dullahan. In the crow-black night, his red LED eyes smolder like 2 hot coals. His menacing mouth and exposed chest radiate with rage. Rearing in excitement, this massive mare has glowing red eyes that give a ghoulish glow. Be the unfortunate one who captures their attention, and the 2 come alive. The horse's head moves up and down as its rider's arm swings wide. Head in hand, the horseman's jaw begins to move as he delivers one of 6 thrilling threats.
I'll give you a running start. I do enjoy the chase and earning my trophies. Time's up. Here I come.
If you're looking for a Halloween ride or die, you found it. The 8.5-foot Knight Dullahan. Only at the Home Depot.
Which was blue here.
Okay, so that was the Dullahan, which is pretty cool. 8.5-foot
Wait,
tall.
what's the theme?
And it's the Fears Through the Years theme. And he's $379.99. His tail was really cool, how it was like bone, but it had some fur still on it. The horse's head moved back and forth.
Yeah.
The down.
Yes, the head moved back and forth. The skull, he was able to bring it out and bring it back in.
A black horse.
Yes, the chest lights up and the eyes light up. Okay, moving on to the 8.5-foot giant size LED jack-o'-lantern stacks.
They might make us like a jack-o'-lantern stacks from last year. The pumpkin
Yes,
stacks.
we have the pumpkin stacks from last year. We actually bought 2, and they were
Two?
we put them
Oh, yeah, 2.
for our harvest theme, our haunted pumpkin patch theme. But these ones are so much cooler. The facial expressions on them are really awesome. And they retail for $199.99, which are pretty cool. Very cool. We might have to get them to add to our collection, but even cooler than that is this, which is the 7.5 jack-o'-lantern archway.
I think last year they had this like a skeleton one.
Yeah.
They did. They
Last
did
year,
have
they had the skeleton stacks and the skeleton archway. And then this year, they're having the pumpkin stacks and the pumpkin archway.
yeah, this is very cool. I really like this. And it retails for $199.99. And this is really cool for any type of haunted harvesty pumpkin patch theme to enter to it, this would be really cool. And it's $199.99 if I didn't already say so. But now moving on to my favorite.
My favorite.
This is my favorite of the Home Depot animatronics for the year.
My very favorite one.
These are the 7.5-foot animated Trickster Trio stacks.
They like remake of the pumpkin stacks because you can stack them on each other and then lay them on the floor.
Correct. And if you remember in the beginning of the video, I said that this was my favorite because it was unique.
Favorite.
This is why. I've never seen an animatronic that you could put two different ways. So you could stack them on top of each other, which is really cool. Or they come off of each other's shoulders and they could be three separate animatronics, but yet they work with each other. So they talk with each other, they say things in sync with each other, and then they have their own phrases, which is pretty cool. So you could stack them or scatter them, which
I think we're
is...
gonna buy these. I think we're gonna stack them because the stack looks cool.
Yeah, I do think the stack would look cool and unique. So I do think we would stack ours. I'm just seeing if they have, they do. They have
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
They have
oh my
the
god,
video.
oh my god.
Okay, let's watch the video. We saw them during the live, but now we're getting to witness them again, which is pretty cool. The video is loading, and now you guys get to see what we're talking about.
It's the perfect night for some devious pranks.
Indeed! You do well to steer clear of the 7.5-foot animated Trickster Trio. These terrifying triplets have one thing in mind, and it isn't minding their own business. Their LED eyes glow a bright yellow, green, and red. The top terror is covered in sinister stripes, while the middle menace wears a punchy purple and gold, and the anchor antic is adorned in black and red. Be sure to watch your head as they goad you closer, swinging their heavy hammer, jaws open and closing with realistic motion.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Hush! Enough jokes!
Philip. Philip who? Fill up my bag with candy.
Display each fearsome fool separately for a carnival of coverage, or stack them up high, one on top of the other, for maximum madness. However you handle this handful, you'd better give them what they want, or they'll make sure your fright night is an absolute smash!
Trick or treat!
The 7.5-foot animated Trickster Trio, only at the Home Depot.
So I don't know, but that retails for $199.99, which I think is a really good price for that as well.
We're definitely getting it.
And we definitely need to grab that one. Now let's move on to the 7-foot animated Victorian vampire. He's very cool. We saw him during the live, and he was really cool. He had really great movement.
Do you want to get him?
Do I want to get him? I don't know. Maybe not. We're not sure. We're gonna have to see them in person. But he retails for $199.99. He stuck out to us during the live because also his facial expressions were really good. He is not your traditional. Yes, he has long black claws.
Like this? No.
He's not your traditional cartoony vampire. He looks real human-like. His teeth were one of the standout features of him. You can't really tell in this picture because it's not really letting us zoom in too much, but his mouth and his teeth were very realistic looking. The wrinkling on his skin was really cool and realistic looking, and his clothing was made very, very well, and he retails for $199.99.
What evil stirs in coffins, crypts, and the dark places where sunlight dare not creep?
Nosferatu.
Enter the lair of the 7-foot animated Victorian vampire. Arisen after more than 100 years in repose, the silver screen's most famous fanged fright has returned.
with an appetite. His long, hungry teeth show the yellow of age, and his skin wrinkled and ravaged by countless nights without so much as a bite or a drop to eat. And his hands are ready to claw for more crower and clots. Under bushy gray brows, his ancient eyes glow a brilliant gold, searching, yearning to taste the essence of youth incarnate.
Life shall fade into pallid shade as I sup upon your blood.
Welcome to your last meal, but you won't be the one eating. The 7-foot animated Victorian vampire. Only at the Home Depot.
This is the Home Depot Plague Doctor, retailing for $1.99. He was very cool. Do you remember anything specific about him during the live today?
He has neon,
Yes.
I think.
I was wondering if you were going to remember that. So he has like a piping that goes around the collar of his jacket that lights up in this neon, like a bluish green, and it goes all the way up to his mask as well, lighting up. Carlo, what did you remember about it?
I remember, and like the guy said, like it's like a little balloon that you like that is like Bob Zombie.
Correct. So it is very cool that it's the staff. You're right. It does lunge a little forward, which was really cool, and it has like, I don't know what that is. Like, is it like a bat? Do you think?
A bat staff.
Like it's like a bat skeleton on the tip of it, and then it's also holding the lantern, which also lights up.
The pestilence is here.
Come in. The doctor will see you now. Towering above even the healthiest specimens, the 7-foot animated LED Plague Doctor casts a shadow on all who cross its path. Its big beacon of blight and foul-boned staff fill a midnight dreary with bright LED light, and his distressed cinder goggles change colors, while the death-proof bird mask and tall, stiff collar illuminate the long black beak and wide-brimmed hat that are its signature. His strong gloves and big boots are blacker than the Great Death, while his brown satchel is a catch-all for powerful potions. Draw its omnipresent eye, and this frightening physician comes to life, promising more than just medicine.
There is evil here. I will rid you of it.
But perhaps the good doctor isn't all that good after all.
This lavender in my mask is barely covering your stench. Bring me the leeches!
The 7-foot animated LED Plague Doctor. Only at the Home Depot.
This guy I really like. This we might have to add to our collection. So this is the 5.5 foot animated Fear Valley Wolf. So we would put it, we did get him and he retails for $199.99. If we did get him, he would go in our witch horns. Like this just to me looks like he would be the sidekick of a witch or the sidekick of, I don't know, maybe it could be the sidekick of the vampire, but he looks like he would to me, I don't know about the scientist, but he looks to me like he would hang out with a witch. Like he would be like the witch's dog or the witch's pet. He stands at 5.5 feet tall. We do not have a video of him, unfortunately. And
they said something like servo, like, and if they they took a wolf's real sound.
Yes, and it is servo. So they're using the servo motor to control the jaw and the mouth, so it could do that really cool effect. And also the tail. The tail moves. It's definitely really cool, and he retails for $199, and we will definitely be adding him to the cart. Okay guys, moving on to the 3.5 foot animated Chucky doll. This animatronic is by far, I think, one of the best Chuckies that we've seen, right, Junior?
Yeah.
I wish we had a video to explain to you the facial expressions on him. There's a video of it?
Yeah.
Where? We have a video. Yeah. Oh my God. You have to see this video of this Chucky. It is insane, guys. We were watching it during the live and we couldn't believe the facial expressions on him.
Go ahead and shoot. I'll be back. I always come back.
Some scares stay with you for years. Everything else is just child's play. As they say, you just can't keep a good guy down. Friends, meet Chucky.
I have had it. That's it. There is a limit to how much I can take.
Standing 3.5 feet tall, this freckled relic of the 1980s is everyone's best friend and worst enemy. He may look innocent enough in his striped shirt and overalls, but play at your own risk. The 3.5-foot animated Chucky is motion sensor activated. His head and body start to move, and watch this blue-eyed brat come to life. Just like in the movies, watch in horror as the dead-eyed doll wakes and begins to move, blink, and speak.
As a doll, I'm infamous. I'm one of the most notorious slashers in history, and I don't want to give that up.
But the 3.5-foot animated Chucky doll isn't toying around.
I am Chucky, the killer doll, and I dig it!
This Halloween, there's a new kid on the block. And he's only at the Home Depot.
Very cool.
I have two things to say about this one.
Okay.
So one, you might have to pick this guy up. That's how he is so cool.
He is very cool.
And two, he's amazing, but it would be really cool if he had the stitching and the blood all over him.
If it was a little bit more gory, you're saying? Yeah, I agree with that. He is very, very unique. He's definitely different than any of the other Chuckies that we've seen before on the market. Just his facial expressions alone, his size. Usually we get like the Chuckies on a Roomba that just kind of move around a little bit. This one, I think is probably gonna be the same size as Carlo, which is gonna be awesome. The facial expressions, the eye movement, the movement of the arms is gonna be really cool. All right, now for the last section, we are going to check out the last three, which are, the last 5, which are eerie inflatables. We're just gonna put them all up across the top of the screen. So we're not gonna, because they're the inflatables, they don't do anything. So we have the giant size LED skeleton archway, which is 14 feet. It did look like an alien quickly. And he retails for $129.99. Then we have the 10-foot giant size LED Reaper. We have
my favorite out of all those.
The Reaper?
Yeah.
My favorite one is the Jack. It looks cool.
Then we have the 8-foot giant size LED Ghost Trio for $79.98. And then we have the 6-foot LED Jack Skellington and Zero for $79.98. And lastly, we have the cute one. It's the 3 stacked pumpkins, which is 7-foot jack-o'-lantern stacks for $49.98, which is really cool, really awesome. And I really think that Home Depot just set the bar really high again. I'm just going through the lookbook to make sure we didn't miss anything. I don't think so, guys.
I think like the cute dogs.
I think we got it. We got everything. So let us know in the comment section what you guys think of this year's 2024 Home Depot lineup. We're excited. So
very excited.
So we have 2 nights till they come out. You guys only have 1 night because when this goes up tomorrow at 10 a.m., it will be the next day. I believe Lance said that they will be up around 5 a.m. So 5 a.m. tomorrow, you guys will be able to purchase a lot of these. They will be on the site. And then of course you can buy them in store too if you want to wait and see them in person, which we can't wait. We cannot wait to get into the stores to see these things in person, to really just get our hands on them and make our decisions what we're gonna get. if it's up to me, I think we're gonna definitely at 5 a.m. be buying that trio stack because those guys are awesome.
And
so
Chucky.
those ones were really cool. But what's your favorite? Anything you want to say or add or tell us your favorite for the season so far?
My favorite from the season is the trio stacks, the clown, or the Chucky.
Okay, and Carla, what's yours?
My favorite one, I have 3 for thing also. First,
and
I love the Santa. I love the 3 stacks, clown, and the scarecrow, and now I have 10 more. First, I really like the hovering reaper and also the Chucky and the wolf. I love
those. So pretty much Carlo likes all of them?
No.
Okay, I really like the trio 100%. That's 100. I also really like the Reaper, which is 100% for me. And then the last thing that I really do like, and I think it's a really great price, is the pumpkin archway. The pumpkin archway to me is really cool. We do a harvest haunted pumpkin patch, and we don't have like really an entrance for it, so to me that would be a really great buy.
And we'll get the scarecrow, the Chucky, or the wolf.
Maybe. But let us know in the comment sections what you guys think, what you like, what you're excited to see. And a big thank you to Home Depot for inviting us to be part of that virtual tour, which was so cool. We had a lot of fun. It was really interesting to see the animatronics, learn about them, and we were even able to like hear about Lance. So Lance is the one that designs them. So where he gets his inspiration from for each animatronic, it was really awesome. So thank you, Home Depot, for having us, and we look forward to seeing what the season brings, guys. But until the next video, what do we say, guys?
Keep it spooky, guys.
Keep it spooky, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit the button to subscribe.
Click one of these to see more Spook 365.